2022 has undoubtedly been a momentous year for space exploration. From the Artemis 1 mission, which paved the way for humanity's return to the moon, to China's new space station, which announces the start of a new space race, here are 5 of the most significant moments that defined our collective space exploration dreams and ambitions. Let's begin. Number 5. Launch of the first private lunar lander. Private space businesses have taken on growing roles in space exploration in recent years. SpaceX, Blue Origin, Rocket Lab, and other companies send satellites and even humans into Earth orbit on a regular basis. On December 11th, Tokyo-based space technology business Space launched the Hakuto mission, which will carry the first privately built lunar lander to the moon. Because the spacecraft is designed to spend fuel carefully, it is traveling at a sluggish, low-energy speed to the moon. The Hakuto mission will travel around 1.6 million kilometers from Earth before circling back and colliding with the moon towards the end of April. Number 4. Intentionally crashing into an asteroid. How would humanity react if a planet-killing comet is heading straight for Earth? In 2022, NASA undertook the DART mission, which involved crashing a spaceship into a faraway asteroid in humanity's first planetary defense test. The DART, which means Double Asteroid Redirection Test, intentionally collided with the asteroid Didymos on September 27th. The mission was a demonstration of the kinetic impactor approach of asteroid mitigation, in which a spacecraft intentionally collides with an asteroid to move its location slightly. Number 3. China completes its new space station. The International Space Station is a vast 15-nation partnership. However, 2 key spacefaring states are conspicuously absent from this list: India and China. India will not join the International Space Station, according to ISRO Chairman K. Sivan, since the organization aims to launch its own 20-ton space station into low Earth orbit in the future. China, on the other hand, has previously shown interest in joining the ISS, only to be refused by the US. However, this did not deter the country. China launched the third and final component of its Tiangong space station on October 31st. Tiangong, which weighs roughly 66 tons, is modest in comparison to the International Space Station, but it signals the expanding might of a country that has all but supplanted Russia in the space competition with the United States. Number 2. James Webb Space Telescope. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope was launched last year with the goal of providing humanity with a peek of distant space, and it succeeded. The globe was treated to the first photographs from the telescope on July 12, providing unparalleled vistas into deep space. The first ever photograph from JWST provided the deepest and brightest infrared image of the distant universe. Since then, numerous additional JWST photos have been made available, ranging from Neptune's rings to the cosmic cliffs of the Carina Nebula to Stephan's Quintet. Number 1. Artemis 1 launch. NASA's Artemis 1 mission tested the Space Launch System, SLS, the world's largest rocket, as well as the Orion capsule, which would ultimately transport human passengers into space on future Artemis missions. However, Artemis 1 got off to a shaky start, and the mission was delayed owing to a number of difficulties. After many launch aborts and delays, the Artemis 1 mission lifted off from Florida's Kennedy Space Center at 12:17 p.m. IST on November 16th, ushering in a new age of space exploration. The Orion spacecraft landed in the Pacific Ocean around 11 p.m. IST on December 11th after a 25-day voyage around the Moon and back. With the Artemis 1 mission, NASA not only tested the SLS rocket, Orion spacecraft, and related systems, but it also fulfilled important Artemis milestones that will help pave the way for a return to the Moon and set the scene for long-term exploration missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond. And what do you think? Leave a comment below and let me know. And don't forget, if you liked the video, leave a thumb up, subscribe to the channel and turn the notifications on. I'll see you in the next one.